You say good game?
Good game, Dad.
Okay.
The longer you do this, you run into guys that turn in and do things that you never imagine you'll be connected to in some way, shape, or form.
The reminders of which for Brad Hoyt have come from some pretty diverse places of late. Take last Thursday's NBA draft and this Twitter post from former Blazer sniper Mitch Westphal celebrating his nephew Keegan Murray's first-round selection by the Sacramento Kings.
It's like the third degree of separation, right? A little bit. But yeah, Mitch was actually a 3-year guy. So he played, he redshirted for us and was here for 2 years and played. And he could really shoot the basketball. The thing I remember about Mitch is corner threes. Like he wanted to shoot the ball. But I grew up an Iowa fan, so the Murray family would come in here, and so I always recognized that a little bit when Dad was here. Like it was always one of those things I kind of paid attention to, and then the twins were here. So I don't know what they were, 9, 10, 11 years old. So I'd like to think coming to those games had a massive impact on his progression a little bit. But what a great family. The family's been fantastic. Mitch has really gone on to have a really successful career out on the West Coast, and it was fun to watch him being involved in the process last week.
But Mitch Westphal is far more than just a proud uncle, occupying his own unique place in John Wood lore as the only Blazer alum with his own IMDb page and acting and producing credits.
Every once in a while we'll jump on and try to go through the credits a little bit, kind of see where he is, watch a couple of his early things. I remember watching some of his early things, and then I text him back and forth and give him a hard time about it, to be honest with you. So yeah, it was a great kid. He was a great fit for us. He was a character, a personality, someone you would think, looking back, makes sense doing what he's doing. But yeah, we were fortunate to cross paths, and he's an alum.
It's a reminder for Brad Hoyt that the relationships built in basketball so often go well beyond. A fact that seems especially poignant this week while working with a new generation of aspiring hoopers.
It does, and for two reasons. One, just the game of basketball. It just gets kids in here for a week and around the game, and this early session's got second and third graders that are just trying to figure it out a little bit. And so one of it's just getting them connected to the game. But then two, I can't tell you the number of kids that have gone on to play for us. Aaron Shute is a Trailblazer camp legend from second grade to 8th grade. So Corey Miller, like there's so many guys that end up playing for us here that really the first time in their gym was this week, the last week of June in summer camp. And so it's kind of fun. You kind of eyeball that a little bit, especially as they get older, like that might be a one that in a few years we cross paths again. So we love this week. It's a ton of energy. My voice is still intact, which is amazing, but it won't be by the end of the day today.
Admittedly, and a bit selfishly, there's also a fountain of youth factor working this week for Hoyt himself.
It's so much fun. It wears you out, but it's so much fun because they just want to play. Like all the rest of the extra stuff is not there. They just want to play, and they want to be with their buddies a lot. Want to be with their friends, and so yeah, I love that energy. This afternoon's group got close to 70 kids in it that are 7th and 8th graders that are running around here, and so they've got a little more competition geared towards them a little bit. And again, this week the 8th grade group is always one that's pretty cool because most of those have been here for 6 years. Or 7 years, or sometimes beyond. So yeah, as we get to tomorrow, the last day of camp, those 8th graders, they'll kind of walk out of here for the first time for the most of them, and they'll talk about the trophies they won 5 years ago. So yeah, I love the stories. I love going around town, seeing all these kids that have come to camp, and I like to poke them and give them a hard time as we go through the next year.